What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the WKU Dynasty on College Football 25. In this video, we are entering and starting Year 6. Unfortunately, Year 5 came to an end in the last episode. We made the Final Four of the College Football Playoff, and in the semifinals against Oklahoma, in a rematch of the SEC Championship that we won against the Sooners, at the very last second, we let go of the lead. We had a great start. We were up 14-0. Monty Rourke and Tucker Parks were balling. It looked like we were going to go back to our second national championship. But unfortunately, with 45 seconds left, 2 timeouts, 1st and 10 at midfield, Tucker Parks would not get rid of the ball in time. And Jerry Warrior didn't pick up the fucking fumble. He would be there, get stiff-armed, couldn't even make the tackle. A very disappointing way for the season to end. We had to say goodbye to some very, very impactful seniors, and this was definitely a championship that we let slip away. This was on me. We definitely could have brought home some hardware this season, but our first year in the SEC would end in 4th place, and we would see Oklahoma and Georgia duke it out, where Georgia would ultimately be your national champs. The one SEC team we didn't get to play. I wanted to play him in the Natty, but news, Seth Spillman, a high persuasion chance is gone. That means it is time for Jeremy Skaggs to step up and be our new tight end. We're losing Seth Spillman for our senior year. Cameron Flowers, Harper Holloman, Zachariah Minnis, Chukwuka Okeke, Tucker Parks, Parker Parrish, Rodney Tisdale was the backup for a while, Tate Titshaw, Nick Westerman, Monty fucking Rourke, probably the GOAT of WKU so far. Joe Rawlings, Trent Rudolph, Joe Poole, Tyrese Christmas, Davion Kershaw. One of the biggest and best senior classes we've ever had to say goodbye to. Really wish we could have gotten one more ring for the boys. But Monty Rourke, Harper Holloman, Chukwuka Okeke all signed and drafted into the NFL. I don't know how Monty wasn't a first-round pick, but it's all good. Love to see it as a coach. Getting to look at some of our new signings, our class coming in. I want to draw special attention to 3-star athlete scrambler Tyron Knott. Bro's got elite stats. He's got 96 speed, so I'm just excited to see what he can do. Here's a look at our team after training, up to an 83 overall, which is definitely not right. Martin Abel, 93 overall junior linebacker. Love to see it. I'm the Nacho senior year. He's a 90. Nick McNeil coming in. We got 2 freshmen coming in at 89 and 87. Nick McNeil with 97 speed. Is this going to be our new Monty Rourke? And just look at how these young guys have developed. There's Juan Wilder, might contest for the tight end 1 spot with Jeremy Skaggs. But he's got 86 speed. You know, Ben Uche is a senior this year. Aaron Jennings is a senior this year. A lot of young players have really developed well after losing a massive senior class, in my opinion. There's Lee Desiree. He might be our RB2. Looking down at some of these names, we got Amani Cribbs coming in. He's pretty good. James Bliss, freshman, corner, 79 overall. Love to see that. Junior punter. Max Schmitz, I think, is the highest quarterback that we have. He's not super fast, but he's a field general at 80 overall. He's a sophomore. Maybe he's the answer. There's Jerry Warrior. He's a sophomore. That was the freshman that made the boneheaded play. There's another QB right there. Dre Busby, another QB, and Paul Warren. Jerry Warrior, if you pick up the fucking fumble, maybe we win the game. I don't know. And Max Schmitz, Timote Simon Yu. We got about 5 QBs we can choose from. None of them except for Javier Sabri with outstanding speed. He's got some good scrambling stats. 92 speed, 96 excel. But I guess we will just have to see, ladies and gentlemen. Here is our schedule opening up at number 4, Pitt. We're going to play Colorado and FAU. Keep the non-conference games not too bad, because we play an SEC schedule, which is pretty brutal. No Alabama, no Georgia, but still a really good slew of teams. And here's the athlete Tyron Knott I was telling you about. If you read the thumbnail, it was a spoiler alert. This is our new QB1. 96 speed, 91 excel, and his accuracies are really solid. 80s. They're all in the 80s. He wears number 27 because he's an athlete, which I kind of think adds some aura to him. Spoiler alert. This is the golden era of Western Kentucky football. I got my hands on a true scrambling Lamar Jackson kind of quarterback, and he is going to be our starter. And look at Max Schmitz and Paul Warren. they just don't keep up with the speed. They are going to be on the bench, and all of our QBs are going to be lined up with the most speed. I'm the Nacho. Lee Desiree is going to take the RB2 role. Wide receiver Rice, Nick McNeil, going to slot right in as a freshman. That's crazy. Simon Yu also has a lot of speed. And then sophomore Rashard Kenyon, 93 speed, not too bad. Jeremy Skaggs, his speed's a lot better than Juan Wilder, so I'm going to start him. And Juan Wilder can be our tight end too. But I think our passing attack right away jumps off the page. And our running game too. We got a senior I'm the Nacho combining with a 96 speed true freshman quarterback in Tyron Knott with Chris Smoove's number 27 number. So that should be interesting. O-line looks good. Jerry Warrior, sophomore, is our weakest one, and he fucking sold the game, but whatever. I'm going to let go of that eventually. D-line could use some work, but doesn't look bad. Our linebacker room is nasty, brother. 93 Martin Abel. George Capers is going to get reps too. Peter Keys. Our middle linebacker room is nuts to begin with. Left outside linebacker is going to be Martin Osgood. Actually, I'm going to throw George Capers up there, and then for Osgood, I think I'm going to make him our right outside. Yeah, because Keyshawn Wells, love Keyshawn. His time just isn't yet, 72 overall. So we're going to put Martin Osgood there. And then our corner room, doesn't look bad, Magnifico, James Venice. And then for strong safety, I'm going to move Aaron Jennings from free safety and just let him play strong safety. This team looks good. We're up to 4 stars, ladies and gentlemen. We do have way too many fucking kickers. But you know what? Jamarcus Bars, baby. That's all I'm thinking about. It is time to open up year 6. Yes, I know we're all disappointed. We did not win the Natty last season, but we have a new era in WKU, ladies and gentlemen. We are opening with a festival game against number 4 ranked Pitt, number 3 ranked WKU. Welcome to the golden era of Western Kentucky Hilltoppers football with a new quarterback, a new star receiver, a great defense, and a coach that is dying to get back to the national championship game. We haven't seen it since year 3. We are now entering year 6. Let's see how the new QB1 does. We are starting on offense against Pitt, and there's I'm the Nacho getting the highlight. He is an 87 overall senior. He has played all 4 years, and it's only right that we start the season with him. 2nd and 4, we give it to him up the gut, shrugging off a tackle. That's how you start with an 8-yard gain. 1st and 10 for Knott. How is the freshman going to perform today against an ACC school? Here is Nolan Rice with a nasty juke. That is one of our senior transfer receivers, Nolan Rice, getting 23 yards on his first ever rush as a Western Kentucky Hilltopper. 1st and 10. Want to get Knott out into space with the speed option. It's going nowhere. The choke slam on I'm the Nacho. That's going to be a loss of 3. And here's our first look at Lee Desiree. 2nd and 13. Getting him open on a screen pass. He is a receiving back. And that was a solid gain of 9. You can't ask for much more on the screen there. 1st and 10 for Knott in the red zone. We've got a neutral site game here. Knott, plenty of time. There's the first reception for Nick McNeil, the superstar freshman. And that is a connection I would love to build over time. Jet touch pass. Here comes number 19. He receives. Nice speed on the outside. Gonna break a tackle and get into the end zone. Touchdown for Rashard Kenyon, the sophomore, on his first career reception. Let's see how Pitt responds, and something that I want to address as we are getting later into the year. We're in year 6. I would like to get at least 9 or 10 of the seasons up on the channel before College Football 26 drops. So for the future now, these games are more than likely going to be sped up. They're going to be a lot quicker, mainly the bigger plays as opposed to all of the plays that happen, as that's a big reception for Pitt's offense. But we are just trying to get as many games and content out as possible, especially if it is a good game. If it's a close game, I'll probably do one video for the whole game. But these blowout games, or these games that aren't super interesting, we're probably going to get 2 or 3 per video and mainly focus on postseason football with WKU. But I can't be talking too much shit to end the first quarter because Pitt is driving, and they are already at the 10-yard line in WKU. That's the end of the first quarter, 7-0 lead. Offense looks good so far. Defense needs to pick it up. That's a run up the gut, and that's a quick play. There's Martin Abel in the backfield. It's a loss of 2. From the shotgun, this is Brandon Kopp, the scrambler quarterback for Pitt, number 0. A quick strike over the middle, 2nd and 12, turns into 3rd and 3 at the 4. Can Pitt match the Hilltoppers? 3rd and 3 from the shotgun. I'm predicting run. They're going to go short pass anyway. He's going to try and take off. Had plenty of time. Martin Abel meets him. 4th and 2, and they are not taking the 3. They are going for it. They are going for the end zone to try to tie this game. Start of the second quarter, single back formation. Kopp is going to hand off, and he's going to be met by a brick wall. Tackled at the 1. The conversion is no good, and the Hilltopper defense starts with a goal line stand to open the year. There is Mike Magnum, our freshman running back, number 4, gets in the game at the 1-yard line and clears us out a nice path. 2nd and 8. There's going to be the first reception for Timote Simon. He gets a nice gain of 8 to keep the drive moving on that wide receiver screen. 1st and 10. Tyron Knott trying to get him some highlight plays here. Takes the snap. He's going back to Nick McNeil. How good can this connection be? Already reminiscent of Monty Rourke. Someone slapped number 13 on the kid. 1st and 10 from the shotgun. I'm the Nacho. Up the gut. Breaks past a few. Dirty juke move past the defense. Can he get out of there? Amani! I'm the Nacho starting off his senior year with a crazy highlight run. A statement. Burst up the middle of the gap. Jukes out 3 defenders. Takes off. He is gone. Western Kentucky not looking their age right now as a younger team who just lost a bunch of seniors, but that is a very beautiful 25-yard pass up by Brandon Kopp. They are up to midfield, looking to strike back, already down 14-0. Here is Kopp taking off on the read option. He's got plenty of space. A missed tackle up to the 14-yard line. He's got 33 yards rushing on the day, out rushing our true freshman Tyron Knott so far. 14-0 running clock, almost a 2-minute warning here from the shotgun. That's another quick and easy dime. 1st and goal from the 2. Can we manage another goal line stop? I don't think so. 2-minute warning just struck. Kopp from the shotgun. They go back to the running game, and we're there. That's a loss of 3. We are all over that. Joshua Sash, the first one there. He is a senior this year. 2nd and goal from the 5. Shotgun snap for Kopp. A quick strike. Magnifico! Tries to take off. He's going to go back wisely. Gets tackled in the end zone. That is back-to-back goal line stands there for Western Kentucky. Here comes Tyron Knott hitting Jeremy Skaggs over the middle, one of our speedster tight ends, looking to get him involved nice and early and build that confidence and that connection. A great look so far from this new team. We could not have asked for a better opening to the season. Tyron Knott just going to take off right away, showing off the wheels. That's a 10-yard gain. I'll never complain about that. 1st and 10, trying to get more points before half. They are sending pressure back to Jeremy Skaggs. That's another reception and a beautiful drag. He's got 4 receptions and 50 yards in his opening debut. 1st and 10, first game of the year. Number 3 versus number 4. It doesn't look too close so far. Knott trying to scramble out, shrugs off the tackle, running right at the defender, gonna speed past him, and we are seeing the capabilities of the true freshman so far in the running game. That was beautiful to shrug off the sack. Up the gut to I'm the Nacho, cannot find the outside, breaks a tackle. What are we doing? That's a loss of 10 for I'm the Nacho. A boneheaded play from the senior there. 3rd and 16 for Knott, trying to make a miracle happen here. 40 seconds left, going to scramble out, has Lee Desiree wide open, but he's going to scramble anyway, follows a block, it's on the ground, fumble, and Nick McNeil, the freshman, his first touchdown is a recovered fumble in the end zone. And that game would just continue to go our way, ladies and gentlemen. In the 4th quarter, Tyron Knott on the read option here is going to keep it himself, one man to beat. Dirty juke move. His first rushing touchdown of his career. I am stoked. This team looks like dynamite. They're young, but they have so much talent, so much speed. Tyron Knott looks like the real deal. I do not regret starting true freshman here this game. 188 yards, 3 touchdowns. Could get that completion percentage up. He did have some missed throws, but that's something we can work with. Brandon Kopp, only 6 incompletions, 350 yards, just 2 turnovers that really cost Pitt. Kept them out of this game. Tyron Knott, 7 incompletions, no turnovers. I'm the Nacho, 85 yards. Tyron Knott, 76 yards, 74 yards, and a touchdown on the ground. That is why I'm stoked to have this kid. And as you can see, it's not just Monty Rourke eating up all the receptions. We are spreading the love out and getting our quarterback involved in the running game, which makes this team awesome. Joshua Sash got a pick. Steve Magnifico got a pick. A great opening day. And after that game, we would beat our FCS team, which I'm not even going to show the gameplay of. We now go on the road to Boulder. We're playing 1-1 Colorado. We are now the #1 ranked team in the country after seeing what Tyron Knott can do with his legs. I don't blame the committee. But now we got to play the Colorado Buffaloes. This is year 6, so no Travis Hunter, no Deion Sanders, no fucking motherfucking Shador Sanders. But still, a really good team that I've yet to play in the Dynasty, a Big 12 team at that. An unranked team, but we are going to be playing a handful of ranked teams in our SEC games. So we're just trying to enjoy the ride, get these kids some stats, some experience, get them beefed up and ready for a brutal SEC schedule. Going to Colorado, trying to stay undefeated. As you get it. Starting on offense again here, Boulder is rocking. 1st and 10, Knott trying to get McNeil on a streak here. No safety help, one-on-one. Does he have the deep ball? Finally gets it with the stadium pulse. Look at the separation. Nick McNeil is gone. Tyron Knott on the money. Ladies and gentlemen, we have our new connection. Tucker Parks and Monty Rourke may be gone, but oh my goodness, we seamlessly just recruit 2 new studs to bring in a new era like it's nothing. And as I'm gooning over here, Devin McCaffrey with a 30-yard game to start the day. Can Colorado make this interesting? Because our last game against Pitt was not. 1st and 10 here. Shotgun snap. Not going to go to McCaffrey this time, but that is a nice strike to the tight end, and that's going to be a quick gainer. Kyle Brzezinski. That's a funny name, man. Boulder, the Colorado Buffaloes are trying to strike back here. 2nd and 7 from the shotgun. Brzezinski has time, almost gets sacked, still manages to get the ball out, and that is a touchdown. Okay, Colorado said 1-play touchdown, that's fine. Brzezinski, show them what we're made of. 2nd and 10. Do we have a shootout on our hands here? Stadium still rocking. Not. Gonna give Nolan Rice, our 3rd-string receiver, some love on the jet touch pass. And I like Nolan Rice a good bit. I can't lie. He was a nice transfer we could pick up for his senior season. 2nd and 13 on the Buffalo tail. Not from the shotgun. It's a quick strike to Simon Yu. He's gotten a couple drags today. He looks solid. He's got some sure hands. 3rd and 7 from the shotgun. Tyron Knott takes the snap. Has some time, gonna choose to bail, scramble out, following some blocks. That's a nice gainer, a juke. That's unnecessary. Get that motherfucker off the field. 15-yard gain. That was such an unnecessary tackle. 2nd and 13, Knott from the shotgun. He's gonna take off again. This game, juke. Oh my goodness, and that's another 1st down. 2 rushes for 30 yards. He is just showing the college football world, y'all need to be scared. Western Kentucky is the best team in the country, and they just got a scrambling quarterback. From the shotgun, Tyron Knott, a touch pass. I'm the nachos there, one of the best receiving backs in the game. Brings up 1st and goal. Lee Desiree going to get this run up the middle. Does he have his 1st career touchdown? He does. Western Kentucky goes up 14-7. The ball goes back to the Buffaloes. Can they strike back here? Brzezinski at home. From the shotgun against the #1 team. They hand to McCaffrey. McCaffrey met, breaks a tackle. The ball's on the ground. Picked up by James Vinis. Picked up by James Vinis. He's going to take it back. Tackled by Brzezinski in the end zone. And this one is not going to be overturned. Morgan Abel, our junior, our highest overall player, forces a fumble there. And Western is quickly up 21-7. Colorado losing a chunk of momentum there. Brzezinski needing some points to bounce back here. That was a nice, looked like he was going to bail there, but that's a nice little touch. They're already up to midfield for Marco. We saw earlier, they put a quick drive on us. That's a quick turnover, but there's no reason to doubt that they can't get back into this game. 2nd and 8. A quick sack and lots of pressure for Martin Osgood, number 14. What a play to bring up 3rd and 16. Can we get the Buffaloes off the field? Make this another quick one. They're going to go with the screen to McCaffrey, and he is met. They're going to be, he fumbled again and went out of bounds. They're going to be forced to punt. 1st and 10 here for Knott. Stadium still going. Knott gonna scramble out, dodges the defender. Here we go again. Another juke move. A man's on the ground. Tyron Knott is a scrambling demon. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen. This kid's gonna be the first pick in the NFL draft. 2nd and 8. Give it to another playmaker, Nolan Rice. We got to spread out the love. We have so many playmakers on our team this year, and I'm almost over the fact that we lost last year's Natty because I'm having so much fun with this team. 2nd and 10 from the shotgun. Not going to take another shot to McNeil. Unable to bring it in. Tackled outside the end zone. He dropped the ball. 3rd and 10. Let's give a shot to I'm the Nacho on the screen here. Keep it simple. He's got blockers. I'm the Nacho. Stiff arm. Tackled at the 30. That's going to be another first down conversion. 2nd and 9 here for Knott from the shotgun. He has been balling out today. Tries to take off. He's going to fumble now. And it is picked up from our lineman. Was that Jerry Warrior? That'd be really funny if that was. 3rd and 25. Not a little shaken up after that one. Trying to get it all back. He fumbles again. But this time he picks it up. And that's going to take us out of field goal range. We were going to have to punt back to Colorado on that one. Let's see if they can get points here before half. 2nd and 7 from the shotgun. 1:30 left. Brzezinski has time. There's a quick strike. Tackled down. That's going to be their first timeout. 3rd and 1 here. Single back formation. McCaffrey in the backfield. I've got the spy on Abel. That's going to be thrown into double coverage. Joshua Sash having a great start to his senior season. Picks that one off, and that is a huge turnover. We have 1:19 to get more points. Tyron Knott is cold after back-to-back fumbles. That's nothing a simple drag cannot fix with Nick McNeil on the reception. 161 yards, a touchdown. 2nd and 6. Minute running clock. Knott looking for room to scramble, not going to find it there. Instead, it's Jeremy Skaggs tackled at the 1, having a great start to his year as well. I'm the Nacho checks into the game. Coke, butter, cheese. That is simple. That is easy. God is good. God is great. Western Kentucky is going to improve to 3-0 to start year 6. Let me know how you guys like this new style of video that I'm doing. It's probably not really a new style. It's just college football 26 is so close. So I really got to pump out these videos and get these games on the channel because there's so much lore. This is just the start of the golden age, ladies and gentlemen. Tyron Knott and Nick McNeil are going to reign terror. Look at this fucking stat line. 90% completion percentage. 324, 4 touchdowns. Western Kentucky is officially a powerhouse, and Tyron Knott is going to reign terror and hell on the college football world for a while, till he graduates. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Year 6, hopefully we can bounce back and get championship number 2. This is the roster. 62 rushing yards for Tyron Knott. I love that kid. Simon Yu had a great game. Nick McNeil had a great game. Everyone's coming together and playing so good. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to try and get episode 2 of year 6, which will be episode 40 of the Dynasty. I'm going to try and get that uploaded tomorrow. No guarantees. Peace and love, though. I love you guys. That's all I really got to say. Happy Father's Day. All right, cool.